Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to day 5 of my 40-day fast. Gonna try to keep this short this time. I know I say that every time, but really this time. So today was a pretty normal day. No issues with headaches or caffeine or hunger pangs or anything like that. So for the most part, I was pretty normal. I did have some interesting notes. First thing in the morning when I woke up, I felt that, my lower back was sore, like my kidneys, and my tongue was starting to turn a little white. Although, after I, cleaned my tongue, drank some water, moved around a bit, drank some more water, all that stuff went away. So it's kind of like the beginnings of that detox stuff that, everybody else talks about. Let's see. I did make sure to drink a lot of water, and even though I didn't work today because it's Saturday, I did do some yard work outside, and I ended up mowing the grass and was in the sun, sweating for a long time, so very careful to avoid dehydration. I was a little worried about that, about working out in the hot sun, in that, hot, dusty, it was tough grass stuff. It was nasty wild grass behind the fence, that was like 3 feet tall, that's kind of hard to cut. So it was a good bit of work for a while. So I was afraid, a little worried, about, maybe getting faint or something like that, but it never happened. Let's see, I do live in a household with other people, so it's been an interesting exercise, and like turning away food today, especially since there was a pot roast cooking in a crock pot for all day, so the kitchen smelled like cooking meat all day long, so that was interesting. But and then I'm participating in family meals and everything, and I'm the one that's not eating, so it's been an interesting exercise in turning away food, which I believe is going to translate over later into helping with my discipline, as far as avoiding overeating or avoiding binging on junk food and stuff like that once all this fasting is complete. One thing that I realized yesterday when I was editing the video, my math was off about the amount that I was losing and everything, but it occurred to me, I don't think I mentioned before, but my target weight that I'm trying to, because this whole fast, this is the beginning of just basically an entire body overhaul. So, and I know how to put on muscle and get in shape and be lean and get in good shape and all that from my personal training days. But I haven't had too much success with losing weight. So not because of the lack of success or the lack of discipline, but it's just like when I decided to just, okay, now we're going to do it. We're just going to make a very rational, scientific approach to overhauling my body and getting it the way that I want. I decided that, this fast was the first logical step in order to eliminate all of the body fat, especially since I wasn't too concerned with losing muscle mass, since, I've mostly lost all of it anyway. I still have some and all, but bye-bye, kitty. Yeah, it wasn't much of a concern. I'm going to go back down to the bottom, and then I'll build the muscle and everything up from there. So, of course, I'm trying to preserve it, with ways like exercise and stuff, which I'll get into in a second. But I had decided, and I didn't mention this on the videos or anywhere, that my targeted weight, for my size and my height, and a good baseline to start building muscle from would be 155. So starting at 235, that's a weight loss of a whopping 80 pounds. So I didn't think there was any way I would do that in the first fast. I was planning on doing a long fast, then refeeding for a while, then doing, another long fast, and, just cycling fast like that until I got to my goal. But it occurred to me when I worked on that math last night that it is within the realm of possibility that could happen on this 40-day fast. Because despite what I said yesterday, so far, not counting today, my average loss has been 2.65 pounds per day. If I fast for 40 days, and remember, at the end of a fast, there's going to be a period of time where I'm not eating normally still. I've got to break my body back into eating normally again. I've got to wake up my digestive system, so there's going to be juice, and then just fruit, and then adding in fats, and then adding in proteins, and then eating normally again. So that might take another week or so. So that's also going to be, a pretty significant calorie deficit during that time. It's possible to lose that 80 pounds. So even though, I'm gung-ho about not stopping and everything, I do want to make it clear that if I do reach my target weight of 155 early, obviously I have to stop. So it makes me uncomfortable to say that because I hate seeing people justify reasons to give up on things, and come up with reasons and excuses and stuff. So, but yeah, that's a set fact, or I mean, that's just the way it is. Obviously, if I reach my goal, I'll have to stop. So I don't want to go past my goal. So if I go below, 150, 145, I'll definitely be too skinny for my height. So 155 is the goal. If I get there early, I'll stop. Let's see. I had an interesting little theory when I was driving around yesterday about nap time, because I've been noticing that I've been getting pretty lethargic and dozy, usually in the late afternoon, going through a little cycle like that. So, I realize, this happens to all of us. We all go through that afternoon slump. They talk about it at work. It's the main advertising point of 5-hour energy. And I'm thinking, every day I put my son, Kalen, down for a nap at about 2 o'clock. And, over in Mexico they have siestas and everything. I'm thinking we're naturally designed. We're supposed to have a nap in the afternoon. As human beings, we're supposed to have a nap. Of course, our culture and our lifestyle and our work, the way that this works in America and everything, doesn't really allow for that. But it's just an interesting thought. Let's see. Although I haven't been able to do it much yet, I did decide to go ahead and make this an active fast after studying the effects of exercise with water fasting, because there's lots of contradictory talk out there about needing to rest or needing to stay active, and I've decided to take a particular doctor's advice and stay active in order to keep all of my skeletal muscles active and not have them targeted as expendable for the body looking for sources of fuel. So I'm going to be doing regular body weight exercises. I've done a little bit, and I intend to do some cardio, and when I can, I'll start getting back to the gym again, to do some regular, light activity and everything, so that I can also hit the sauna and the steam room, to help the detox, the hot tub and everything. But I have, of course, found that, when the body is devoid of, glucose and glycogen, it's very, very hard to motivate yourself to actually get off your ass and do something. So, and not to mention the exercise that I have done, I have, absolutely no stamina, for the strength that I have, for what it is. I can't keep going very long. Like I've tried, push-ups and body weight, squats and stuff like that. And I can't really get past like 10 push-ups in a set. I can't really get past 15 or 20 squats. Haven't tried any cardio yet. So, yeah. Well, day 5, the end of day 5. I hope I said day 5 in the beginning. I don't remember now. But thirsty, as always. Continuing with everything per normal. Still some, biological purging and everything. And I expect all of those detox signs to be showing up soon. But wait's at the end of the video, and stay tuned, and we'll see you for day 6.